The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
We're good. DC.
Right to the air. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Goff on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 62 yards. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Good route here. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play action now, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a give running right is Montgomery. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. Cousins on first down.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Kene Nwangu,
29 yards.
and the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down, here's Cousins. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. Touchdown, Vikings! Josh Oliver, 63 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
25 of the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. Into space at the 45.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Cousins now from the 50.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now a give, running left is DeLonge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Yellow, Quaker on the hot. Zebra.
Cousins to throw it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got it to Williams. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 9 yards that time.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Goff. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that. That time they weren't. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 28. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Wide. Gun. Two.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, can't. Two. Gun. Roll.
Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Cousins to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
Here you go. Through. Gun.
One last shot now for Cousins. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Hey, yo. Gun. Listen to me. Where's that?
One final shot. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by one here in the final moments.
Joseph, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that.